Hi everyone, welcome to my channel. Um, we are going to perform another penetration test, in this case over a Windows machine. Let me close tabs, yes. Um, this one too, don't save. This one too. I think that I don't going to need it. The name of the machine is Jacko. It's a Windows machine and it belongs to offensive security proving grounds. Um, yeah. Uh, I just created a directory folder with the machine name, and inside of the machine name we are going to create nmap script data and exploits. So inside of nmap we are going to perform nmap scan with my custom tool over the target IP that don't change from my previous execution of the machine. So at the same time, for go more faster, we are going to execute the fast TCP scan tool that shows you the open ports more quickly than the nmap scan. So at this case don't show you, but this case don't show you any other information. So we know that 139 and 135 and 4045 445 there are the default crack map SMB client over this machine. We are checking if exists a null session for this Samba. So it seems that it's not exist this kind of session. So it's possible review the 18 port over HTTP. It seems a web server that say H2 database engineer tutorial features. So starting and use the console, it say that at Windows, that we know is a Windows machine, by default start at port 8082. And if we review the open ports, this is the 8082 port. So it seems that the login of this database is at this port. So we can review. For example, here the H2 database H2 8082 login, yes. By default, you can access with a test database not exist. The username could be and the password could be blank, empty. So we can connect and review the existing user, the site user, and the admin user. So okay, but there are no other tables or information important here. So maybe we can check at search exploit H2 database. H2 database. Yes. I found that using Java you can perform a code injection at the target machine. So search exploit inside of the directory could be in that case exploits. Yes, and we can perform search exploits minus m, this one. So perfect, we can check the information of this vulnerability. So if you review right this one, yeah, what simply write at this Windows temp this DLL concat value of the DLL. So it's loaded from the database this DLL at operative system. So when the process finish, try to load the new library from the path of the operating system GNA script engine using Java, of course, and create an alias if not exist for this eval. So finally call to this function or this alien function using an execution over the operative system. For example, in this case the command is who am I. So it's like local file inclusion plus remote command execution. So we can paste here an executable pray. Yeah, it's already executed. So call load the system library, and finally it's a Jacko Tony. Jacko is the domain and Tony is the user. So perfect, we can continue at here. This is RSE. For example, with who am I all, and execute only this line, run selected, and show you the permissions for the specific user at the operative system. So it is the right version of the operative system. It's this is going to be my privilege escalation, because see impersonated privilege impersonate client after authentication enable. So this allows you perform a privilege escalation to authority system if the version of the operative system is that I expected. So we can continue, for example, with dir command in order to review in what place of the operative system is work. So it has an error. We are going to use cmd exec /c and dir run selected. Yeah, right now my first attempt is review the files. For example, wrapper.conf could contain important information. We can perform type this file. Yeah, here run selected. So this is the configuration, class path. This is the configuration of the service. It's a TCP server and H2 console web application. So let me show you. This is the user Tony, and this is the credentials of the users. So maybe we can validate, for example, using using Samba with crack map exec, uh, the user Tony, and the credentials this one. So copy and paste. Yeah, it's not administrator, but is login successful using Samba. So we can copy this one and yes, and perform an echo to the for example data Tony user like this. uh, Look nice. So at this point, if we are the user Tony, maybe we can review control set the user Tony directory like this. Dear see users Tony. Yeah, this is all. We are going to review the home directory. Say that has no label program files. Yeah, this is a common problem at Java, that you need put in Windows a couple of backslash because it's a bad character. So see users Tony like this. Yeah, perfect. This is the home user directory. Of course, this is the desktop with our first flag, maybe. Control V. This one, run selected, and yes, this is the first flag. But first, it's we need obtain a reversal. So maybe we can execute or upload, for example, a netcat at this folder of the user and use third utils dot exe minus URL cache minus split and minus f of HTTP at my attacker machine. So here at my attacker machine, the first one is inside of scripts. I'm going to locate the netcat.exe binary at my operative system. So from Windows resource, I'm going to copy this one here, and I'm going to load an HTTP server at my local machine. If config my IP of the VPN. So this is my VPN IP, and this is the binary netcat.exec. Final, we are going to write this output to netcat.exec at this directory. So if we execute this one, my request arrive. It seems that the binary is written at desktop of the server. So yes, it's here, perfect. The last step is invoke to netcat for spawn a reversal to my attacker machine. So this is the netcat binary. We want to minus nv my for establish a connection to this IP at port 80. I want to expand the program cnd.exe. So right now I need to start to listen with netcat and LVP at port 80. So let me launch it, and voila. So who am I? Who am I is not recognize an internal or external command. So maybe cdc Windows, Windows system 32. Yes. So here maybe is the binary of who am I. .exe Jacko Tony. Okay. We can perform the same. Who am I? /all. This is the impersonate privilege. It is a modern operative system. Maybe we can execute system info .exe. Perfect. This is the patch installed. The Windows System 32 volume. Yeah, it's a Windows 10. So I think that the Windows 10 is possible. We can copy this impersonate privilege here. Exploits using hack tricks. Yeah, impersonate privilege is possible. Obtain a privilege token for impersonation to, for example, this print spoofer. Local network to system on Windows 10 and Windows Server 2016 and 2019. So this is a Windows 10, and we can use this one. So you can clone or download the release directly with the exe, and you don't need to compile the binary. So I have locate print spooler who is print spoofer. So locate print spoofer of 32. I think is exploit. Here we can copy this one. So yes. Right now we are going to listen again with a Python 3 server at port 18 on my attacker machine. So with ifconfig, we are copy this one and say third utils .exe minus URL cache minus split minus f http this IP. The name of the binary that I want is this one. So I want the output at the C users Tony and desktop, finally this one. So third utils.exe not exist because I need to third util.exe like this. So I'm going to copy this one. Um, yeah, complete successful. So the request arrive and the binary is obtained by the operative system. I'm going to review before move of the directory the binary at the, yeah, perfect, Tony desktop. We can go to cd users, Tony, cd desktop. So the first flag I don't show you, so I can type the local.txt flag. Perfect, it is one. So at this point we are going to execute the binary for the privilege escalation is -e for impersonate and -c the command for cmd. So we execute this one and we can execute who am I authority system, and who am I all. This is all the privilege that the user has at the operative system. So inside of C users at administrator dir cd desktop, dir, this is the second flag proof.txt. Yeah, because we have privilege to do all that I want. And this is all for this machine. The key is in the H2 database, and the exploit that allows you execute a remote command execution, understand the problems of the paths and the quotes of Java. This is all, I think.